Hello, welcome back, Box1 here, and today we are going to be reviewing this set. This is the 2019 Speed Champions McLaren Senna, I think I'm saying that right, and it is set 75892 if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the instructions or the box. Got it for $2.20, I think. It could have been that, or it could have been $2.50, I don't remember. But either way, pretty good price. It is complete. It doesn't have the exchangeable rims. It doesn't have the other pair of rims, but I'm fine with that. I mean, I actually probably have a extra pair. But either way, it came with the figure, came with the little side build, and came with the car. So let's get into the figure first. He's pretty simple, so we should be able to get into the car pretty quickly. The driver here has some nice reflective printing on him, and it is just a normal driver. It's not based on anybody, but he has the McLaren Senna on the back. And you can see it also has that right there. I don't know much about cars, but I do know that this is a cool car. He just has the normal city head. It's a pretty common head, actually. And then he has a black helmet with a trans-clear visor. I do like this figure. I think he looks good in the gray jumpsuit. Moving on from the figure, we can get onto the small side build, which is this fan. Now, as I said, I don't know much about cars, so I don't know much about this fan's significance. But it's just a little simple side build. At first I thought it didn't even go to the set and it was extra, but it does, surprisingly, and is a nice little weird fan that you can just spin with the gear in the back. Pretty cool. Now we can get onto the actual car, and excuse me if there's any stickers that are horrifically misaligned. I didn't obviously put these on as I got it for at a thrift store. So, let's get into it. I guess we should start at the front and move to the back. They use these Nexonite axe pieces in that trans neon orange for the headlights at the front, as well as some nice just detailing here with a front bumper or a little rim here. And then there's some stickers on here, 4 stickers, one for this, it's just a gray one, and then there's some different stickers here, especially with the one with McLaren being a bit important, as it is a McLaren, of course. Up here, you can see the tires on either side. They are orange, actually, and they have that star rim. I believe there was another rim in this set. I'll put it up on screen right now, and you can see what that would look like, but I didn't get the replacement rims. Anyway, it has 4 of those, and yeah, they're all the same. And as I said, there is a replacement pair that you saw. Here is the actual windshield here, and I'll show that the inside and everything off in a second. I'm going to just show around the back. There are some stickers on this side, on these panels down here, which is actually another windshield piece flipped upside down and inverted to give that transparent look down here, which is kind of cool. Thought it was like that weird right angle piece, but it's actually a windshield. There's some more stickers, and that's just the same on the other side. On the back, it has, of course, more stickers. One thing you'll find in all Speed Champions sets, a lot of stickers. But you can see just that orange line there, and then the Senna sticker right there, because there's a McLaren Senna. That, as I said, horrifically misaligned sticker there. And then the S probably for Senna on the back, or on the spoiler as well, which it does have a spoiler, which just attaches using these little pieces going into these, which then just sit on these studs in here. And it looks pretty good, actually. Quite a nice little spoiler there. Quite a sleek car. In the back, it uses these spearheads in, what is that color? Trans red. I can't believe I nearly forgot that. And then it does use some 90-degree like foot pieces here, where you put minifigures on the feet of them in other sets. And yeah, it has some very cool shaping, some very nice pieces used for the shaping, and just some very good pieces used in general. Ooh, did that fall off? Yes, it did. But yeah, that's one thing I will say. This back section is a bit flimsy. These come off a bunch if you just so much as knock into them. They very easily fall off, and then this is not very tightly secured usually. But overall, I'd say it's quite a nice build, especially the front and all the way back here. It's pretty sturdy. That's just the only thing I will say. The back is a bit flimsy at some points. Moving on, I guess we should look inside, of course, and you can see, as I said, this windshield piece, which is inverted. You can kind of see the back of it there. And it can sit one figure. It doesn't have any fancy interior consoles or anything, but it can sit with figure. So let's put this guy in there. And that's what it looks like. If you can see there, the guy just sits in there and he can drive. And if you put this windshield on, that is also a sticker, which is kind of odd. But you can just put this on, and it uses studs to connect, which is kind of interesting. You just put that on there, and it looks quite good. This does have sometimes a bit of a problem clicking all the way down. Maybe it's because of his helmet, actually. You may have to, there we go, lean back into that actual hole there that you can see in order to get him properly secured. There we go, that looks a bit better. And then he can just zoom around and have this little fan, which he can, I don't know, crash into. But overall, I'd say this is a pretty good model. And that is basically my opinion on this set. It is a pretty cool car. I don't know much about cars, as I said earlier, but I know a cool car when I see one, and this is it. I do like all the details. Unfortunately, it's basically all stickers, but, I mean, I didn't have to apply them, so I'm fine with it. As I said, I got it at a thrift store. But, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good set. I like all the details, as I said, and it has some very cool parts uses like those axes and the spearheads. But I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time, where I don't know what I'll be doing next time. But, yeah, see you then. Goodbye.